Happy Tuesday, Bobcat teachers and scholars. We are in for a terrific day of teaching and learning. Let's get started with the morning announcements.
Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Scenic Hills Elementary students and staff.
Bobcat affirmation. Bobcats are powerful. I think positively. I take ownership for my actions. I make wise choices. I am excited about new learning. I will reach my goals. I forget
Please pause for a moment of silence.
Thank you so much for remembering our school-wide rules of being respectful, responsible, and ready to learn, and following our Zone 0 rule in the hallway, as all classes have been able to continue learning when you are moving to the restroom, to support, and to lunch. We'll continue to watch today to see if we have earned a treat day this week. In our school-wide events and activities, in today's daily attendance check-in. Scholars, you will not believe this, but on this day, we have the highest attendance average of the school year. On yesterday, we had a school-wide attendance rate of 99.7%. Can you believe that? 99.7%. That was almost everybody at school on yesterday. Yes, we had some students who came in late, but when all of the students came in, we had almost everybody in the building at school. It was amazing. I'm going to have to think of something really good to get you for this week for a treat because almost everybody was at school. I'm hoping that we can continue this trend through the rest of the week because we have got to get our 20-day attendance average up. Right now, we are at 89.7%, and you know we have to be at 90. We got to get to 90. So, look around the room, see who is not at school, call them, tell them to come to school. Now, our grade level coming in at the highest attendance rate for this day. Did kindergarten hold on to their lead? Or did we have another grade level come in, swoop, and knock them out of first place? Let's find out now. Coming in first place with the highest attendance rate yet again, today is our Grade K Scholars. Grade K Scholars, you are really holding on to this lead. We're going to have to give you a pizza party or something because you are coming to school every day. And we couldn't be prouder of you. Now, scholars, tomorrow is the day that you want your parents or guardians to come to our annual Title I parent meeting at 4 or our open house that runs from 4:30 until 6 p.m. You want them to come on tomorrow. Tell them to come to the school so that you can get your homework passed so that they can talk to your teacher so that if you have any grades that you need to make up to look better for your report card, you still have time to get that done. If they can't come on tomorrow, tell them they can come on Thursday when they drop you off. Stay with us for about 30 minutes, and then you will still get credit and you will earn your out of uniform pass for Friday. But you want someone to come so that they can talk to your teachers to make sure that you are still on track to have the best grades ever. Our second school-wide event and activity is the announcement of our annual school-wide ceiling tile contest. Each year, every class submits a ceiling tile for us to add to our cafeteria or our hallway. The winning class this year will get a pizza party. Remember, this contest is sponsored by our plant manager, Mr. Smith. Please get with him so that your class can begin working on your ceiling tile. We can't wait to see what you come up with this year.
3GC Literacy Pledge. I
Promise to read each day and each night. I know it's the key to grow up right. I read to myself, I read to the crowd. It makes no difference if silent or loud. I read in my business, at home and at school, on a beanbag or bed, by a fire or pool. Each book that I read puts smarts in my head, because rain grows more thoughts, the more they are fed. Come rain or come shine, snow, wind, or sleet. Each day of the week, reading's a treat. So I take this pledge to make reading my way, and feeding my brain what it needs every day.
by Deborah Angustein.
5, 6,
I'm Bobcat in Scenic Hills School. Yes, we are a big deal. We like to read and write our name. If you study hard, you can do the same. Go Bobcat! Go Bobcat! Go Bobcat! Go Bobcat! Go Bobcat!
Today we have one scholar to celebrate. It was on this day that Ian Mason was born. Ian, we are so excited to have you with us today at the Hill so that we can celebrate just a piece of your special day with you. And we hope that this day brings you everything that makes you smile. And when you see Ian in the hallway, the cafeteria, outside on the playground for recess, even if you don't see him until it is time for us to be dismissed from school this afternoon, be sure to give him a special Bobcat birthday shout out. Now, for those of you in the room with Ian right at this moment, help me wish him happy birthday by turning, pointing to him, and saying, Happy birthday! Today's classroom spotlight goes to our K through 5 scholars in our before school tutoring program. These scholars have been caught following the 3R approach every single day as they come to school an hour early to build their brilliance. And we couldn't be prouder of each of you. We see you, Keep up the great work.
All right, scholars, it is time for our hard facts. And we are going to look at today. We have been doing multiplication, but today you must be ready. Today we will be doing addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Pay close attention. Are you ready? Let's get started. All right, scholars, are you ready? Just a reminder that you have 3 seconds.
In 3 seconds only.
Answer the addition, subtraction,
And multiplication facts.
attention.
Let's go.
820.
29 minus 29. 0. Did you notice that those two numbers were the same? When you have the same numbers and you are subtracting, the answer will be 0. Make sure that you pay attention to the numbers that your teacher asks you to subtract so that you will not be tricked. 9 times 3. 27. Kiss your brain if you got that one correct. I know you did because we have been studying our 9 multiplication facts this week. Today's students in the spotlight goes to our grade 2 scholars in Miss Dickens' class. These scholars were caught following our 3R approach as they had their Clean Memphis session on yesterday. And if you were not in grade 2, this magic recycling box was amazing. In our national holidays, today's scholars is National Punctuation Day. Did you know that that was a thing? I know. So, today we are celebrating periods, exclamation points, question marks, quotation marks, commas, all of the things that we use inside of our sentences. The punctuation. Usually it comes at the end, but we do have some special types of punctuation that come within the sentence. So, for National Punctuation Day, your challenge is, before turning in any assignment today, I want you to check to make sure you have the correct ending punctuation. That means when you complete your do now in math and your teacher asks you to write a sentence telling him or her why you know your answer is correct or how you got your answer, you will check to make sure that you have punctuation on all of your sentences. In science, when you are answering your questions, make sure that you have punctuation at the end of your sentences. When you are writing those essays in reading class, make sure that you have punctuation at the end of your sentences. Now, there are some other things you have to do, like making sure you have capital letters at the beginning of your sentences, but today is National Punctuation Day. So today I want you to pay attention to whether or not when you write, you put punctuation at the end of your sentences. And if you don't know which punctuation marks to use on the screen, we have a couple of things to help you out. Now, in the upper grade levels, in 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we started learning about commas. And commas are used when you think you need to take a break for a second. So if you have like a list of 3 things, you want to break it up, you put a comma in between them. You use a period when you're supposed to stop altogether. You just stop in the sentence. You use a period. When you kind of agree with something or you're saying something that is you are so excited when you say it, use that exclamation point. It's that stick that has that period at the bottom of it. That's the exclamation point. And when you are asking, what are you talking about? If there is a question, you use that question mark at the end of your sentences. So today, your challenge is to make sure you are using punctuation correctly. Today's Read Aloud, we are continuing with our chapter book, Tales of a Fourth Grade Nothing. On yesterday, we met Peter's family, including his little brother Fudge. Before you read on today, I want you to make a prediction about whether or not you think Fudge will behave in the chapters that we're reading today. Do you have a younger brother or sister, a younger cousin? Do they behave when they are small and curious about the world? Well, you'll just have to wait to see what Fudge gets into today. We are reading chapters 3 and 4. We are starting at 8 minutes and 21 seconds and going until 14 minutes and 5 seconds. In addition to our read aloud, we have our letter sounds workout for our pre-K and K scholars. We have our phoneme deletion video for our scholars in grades 1 and 2. We have our using a multiplication table video for our scholars in grades 3 and 4. And for our scholars in grade 5, we are continuing with our science connection. Today we are learning about the sun. Now, scholars, make sure that you are being quiet on zone 0 when you go into the hallway. Now, this includes when you leave the lunchroom and when you are entering the lunchroom. Remember, when you are in the hall, other people are learning. And yesterday, I had a meeting in my office, and there were some classes that were a little bit loud at dismissal time. Right before dismissal, you were a little bit loud, so make sure when you take that afternoon restroom break, teachers, that we are holding our scholars accountable. If they are not following the 3R approach, we have been in school for 6 weeks, so students should be receiving a tally if they are not following the rules in the hallway, because we never want anyone to keep another class, another student, anyone in the building from being able to learn in their space. Today, we will be looking for classes that are following the 3R approach in the hallway, especially during the afternoon restroom break and when you leave the cafeteria. Have an awesome day of teaching and learning. We'll be around to see you soon. Remember, every day we're building brilliant Bobcats because we are raising the bar by believing in ourselves, achieving our goals, and reimagining our future.